Alright, we're live. Naruto 686, episode 669. Alright, excellent. And let's go ahead and start with the chapter. Let's fly through this. There's a few things kind of when we get everything done. Probably going to color page. Whoa. Okay, page 1. Anything on page 1 that anybody wants to bring out? Right. Hagoromo briefs the Kages, gives, in my opinion, a BS excuse on how he's there. Probably, I wish you just flown past. But anyway, whatever. And then Tobirama's whole attitude, make it quick, right? And then Hagoromo needs a lot of chakra to do something. And I had to stop there, and I'm like, did he say what he was going to do in a previous chapter?
I don't think so.
He has.
I think it was a conversation off panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are two things I don't understand.
Okay.
Number one is, why do Madara and Hashirama still have Indra and Ashura's chakra when Indra and Ashura have moved on to Naruto and Sasuke?
Right.
And number two, what I don't understand is, how is chakra flowing in a dead body? You know, like, how is it being left over in legs? Isn't it supposed to circulate throughout a whole network? Like, I don't get it. There should be no chakra. It should just be like flesh and blood and bones. Like, you get that?
Yes.
Maybe it's just they like been inside them, and then once they leave, it's still there, like their essence.
What I think is the writer needed to get Hagoromo there, and he needed a way to justify it.
Yeah.
And here we
might
are.
be the same way that multiple people were able to be the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails.
Well, you gotta be special to be that.
Well, you mean the way the chakra was? There was like residual chakra. That's the only thing. Is like you know, the two brothers that had they'd just been around the chakra so much they still had some of it in them. Some residual evidence of it. That's the only thing you can think. But like I said, I really don't want to spend too much time on this because I think it's. We can come back to it, but I think I think it is BS. I could be wrong.
Yeah, if I was Kishimoto, I would have made it so that Madara set up a jutsu in his legs, so that like Hashirama would see, like, you know, like he would only react if Hashirama touched his leg or something, and it would say like, Hashirama, if you're seeing this, means I'm dead. Then the only way to stop, you know, the threat now is to like someone would say the six paths, I'll teach you how, something like that. That would have made a lot more sense.
Now, right.
What's going on right now?
Now, like I said, I'm going to push ahead on here. Now, what is the jitsu? What is this? What is anybody going to guess? What is this jitsu? I'm assuming a sealing jitsu, or is it? I mean, I thought their main thing was dealing with saving everybody's life from the tree, but that seemed to me what their number one thing was. So I thought that's what they were going to try to do.
I was kind of leaning towards that. I was thinking about a jitsu that would enhance something with Hashirama's wood style, since it evolves with the tree.
So that Hashirama could take control of the tree or something?
Yeah.
Maybe something.
Well, maybe this is Kishimoto's backup plan in case Sasuke and Naruto can't seal Kaguya. You know, how they have Indra and Ashura's chakra, and they were gonna have a sealing technique. Maybe he's given the same thing to the Hokages and seeing if they could do the same thing.
Well, it's possible. Like I say, there seems to be a big. I would say a lot of people, and if I took a poll here, are thinking the Kages have to come over to deal with Kaguya.
Yeah.
Right? That's that's their number one mission, but it doesn't seem to be. Now Hagoroma's here. It seems that's now their new mission, but so people are sitting there slowly being turned into Zetsus. It still seems to me like their number one mission, and Sasuke and Naruto have to somehow win this battle against Kaguya. So I don't know. I'm a little confused on exactly what their priorities are. But okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try to push ahead. Okay, so now we're with Naruto versus Kaguya. I've skipped ahead.
Yeah, I think that the sage probably wants to teach them a jutsu to get them to that dimension, though. Don't you think?
Like I say, my thinking, which I laid out, is what's their priority. You Is it saving the people from being Zetsus? And then, to me, it just makes sense. They do that, and then it would be, this is an obstacle that Naruto and Sasuke have to work together to overcome as Kaguya. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's my line of thinking.
So you think that the Sage is basically a plot device to help them get everybody out of the...
I'm saying I don't know. I mean, I think that he's there to help them defeat the tree, is what it seems like. But the way he's talking, it sounds like he's going to go help them. So I'm to be honest, I'm confused. Basically.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. The tree's still around, isn't it?
Yeah, people are being slowly turned into Zetsu.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's probably a jutsu that will like enhance Hashirama's wood style.
Yeah.
Right.
I almost forgot about the tree.
Oh yeah. Everybody's getting turned into Zetsus, and they were talking about they couldn't pull them away and all that. But like I say, so I don't know. A little confused. It depends on what you think or perceive the priorities of the Kages are right now, and then so he's going to help them either go to Kaguya or with a tree. That's what it looks like. All right. Well, anyway, Naruto. We can always come back to this. And then there's Naruto. Okay, his clones. He's got some awesome clones now. And he's basically got the clones, that the first had. These things are just, they're brittle. Instead of going up like it's smoke, these things crack and, like concrete or something.
Yeah, it looks really painful.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And then, so he's got this, and like I said, I'm going to go through pretty quick. I have to say, everybody here, just Kimuraro's abilities, the bone stuff. I'm shocked and elated at the same time that this was brought back, because it was that is a character, not just a character, but abilities that I would like to have seen a lot more of, and here we are. So really good choice, Kishi, on that. Brilliant.
Yep.
Okay, and I think we're gonna go all the way to. Okay, here we go. Kakashi's depression. Even with an opening to take advantage of, can I simply do nothing apart from watch? So Kakashi goes into a depression, which I found, huh?
No, I said it's emo moment.
Yeah, he's having an emo moment. He's going, and then I love this. Even Sakura and Obito push themselves to the brink. He's having some kind of like Sakura's being more useful than me moment. Which I'm not a Sakura basher, although for humor I'll do it. But she's, But anyway, as your teacher, and he goes into this whole thing, Obito, and even your friend is the same. Even the elite squad, I was just all talk, finding nothing but failure, time and time again. I mean, he's like, oh my gosh, this dude's having.
Yep. And there's Ren.
Party. Oh God, no, we're not there yet. Hold on.
Oh, Ren's in the.
She's in the picture. She's in the picture. Yeah. Is that all you got? There's no way in hell. Naruto, of course, has got his crazy, never give up kind of attitude, which helps him out quite a bit. But anyway, so what do you guys think of his total? Everything that happens basically just before Sasuke, Obito, and Sakura come back. His whole, pity party with Kakashi.
It's sad that Kishi has to do that to Kakashi and make him only relevant with the Sharingan. I don't really like that. I mean, I understand, that Kakashi is not on the level of Naruto and Sasuke, even with, his chakra and with his Sharingan and everything like that. But he could have at least made Kakashi come up with a battle strategy, or analyze her. Have him do something to make him look like, that he's still top tier, not as strong as everybody else. Because, it just looks pathetic for a master Jonin class ninja. Probably Kage level, really.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Kakashi was out of his league ever since the Naruto versus Pain fight. He even said that on that time.
Well, if you paid attention to Kakashi this whole, series, they basically downgraded his powers. Will's acting like Kakashi was a kid, getting stronger through the whole series, but he should have been that strong from the beginning, but I guess that would have caused conflict.
Yeah.
Because he could have defeated a lot of people. he should have been able to.
Well, the
What it
chakra
was,
limitation.
Zabuza?
Yeah. Well, it was always his chakra limit because he didn't have much chakra, right? So
To me, it seemed like he kept going up a little bit during the whole series after Zabuza, because it seemed like he only could fight Zabuza for 5 minutes before going out. But I don't know. It just seemed like it was weaker than it should have been
Yeah, I know
early
what
on
you
in the
mean.
series.
I mean, he progressed a lot in terms of, his
Yeah.
Sharingan. He used to only be able to use one combi before passing out. Now eventually he was able to use like 4 or 5 before he was getting fatigued. So I mean, he
Yeah, even the
definitely.
jutsus he could do, it seemed like he only could do like 1 or 2, and then later on during the series he kept doing more and more. I don't know. It was strange. I
Yeah.
guess
Well,
they
his
had to make
chakra.
him with some weakness.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
remember there was one chapter where he did the water dragon jutsu, he did earth dog jutsu, he did like 2 or 3 combos, you know. So I mean, he had a lot of chakra, and he got a lot stronger into it in part 1.
Yeah, that goes on to my point that I made previously. Like all the jitsu that he memorized when he was using the Sharingan, like now that he don't have it, you think he still remembers all the jitsus?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he still can be able to do them, but
I think he does. I mean, well, here's the deal. The thing was always that he had a small chakra pool, just like he told Naruto. He was explaining, you have like 100 times more than me or something, and that was the limiting factor. He could use a lot of different things, but he was limited on what he could do, and he was, and it was more than likely it was because of the chakra drain because of the eye.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I thought, well, that's gone now, and he still has all these abilities, right? So he still should be able. And what is he? He's really an assassin with his lightning style and everything, right? Everything
Yeah.
else to set that up. So I'm like, well, he could come in here and wound her or set something up or what have you, but that at least for the moment isn't the way that it went. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of
I
absolutely kind of
mean,
weird.
Kishi kind of relevant, put him in a position where it's like the only way I can be useful is by dying. That's sad for a character. Like,
well, really, the only person who can hurt it is just Naruto and Sasuke, no
But
matter
still,
what he does.
but still, just to put to character that Kakashi is, like, and make him say, "My only use is to die to protect Naruto." Like, it's
Yeah,
not
well,
a
okay,
good way to
now
write
we're
it.
definitely jumping ahead here. We're almost there. We're definitely
Yeah.
jumping. Okay, now Sasuke comes back. The return of Sasuke, Obito, and Sakura. And then I loved this. You made it, right? And then Naruto, yeah, and then the whole thing with Kaguya goes like the hair, like Jiraiya hair kind of thing going on, and he gets grabbed.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He gets distracted. He gets grabbed. He's Naruto, and everybody's like, "Oh boy, this isn't good." And then he gets
He got
run
stabbed
through.
along the way.
Yeah, he's getting stabbed on the bottom of this page. Good stuff, though. Like I say, I mean, beautiful. Get grabbed with the hair, run through with the bones. I'm like, this is good. Good combo, right? Perfect. Really loved it.
I love Zetsu's face. It's like that bastard.
Oh yeah, what an awesome evil sidekick this guy is, huh?
Yeah.
I love like that too. Even I don't know if it makes sense the character, but I just an awesome, slinking around the whole thing. Mother, you got to be able to kill this guy and everything. Just beautiful. And then it's simple. It was a simple, technique, which like I said, going back to the roots, Kishi's been smart on Naruto's character, and so that was good stuff. It was a clone. It was nice.
Like, how could it be a clone? It's impossible. Only the real one could have, you got the truth seeking balls, and then it's like, oh, guess what? I just gave them to a clone. How's that for logic?
Exactly. Simple, but very effective. And Kakashi's like, ever since he was a kid, Naruto's always been extraordinarily clever, and he could. He had his spots, his moments of being, really clever. Not a lot, but he did. He definitely had some pretty good ones, and that fits perfectly with the character. And then the whole thing now, Mother. Now that they're together, we have no choice. You can no longer be stingy, holding back use on chakra. And Kaguya's like, and it's chakra to do, reform all the dimensions, to do whatever Kaguya was going to do that Hagoromo wanted to stop, and and that only some place that only Zetsus can survive, and So and then we go to the dimension world, right? Which is kind of got like little mini pyramid ground. It's got pointy ground too. I mean, not just. I mean, that's kind of So you just smack down on the points of these little tiny pyramids or something too. That's kind of brutal.
I mean, if the Earth had like a really strong gravity where like you'd be pinned to the ground, do you think stones would naturally be pointing, or like would everything naturally be flat?
I couldn't understand what you said.
I was just saying, like maybe the pointy, the rocks or whatever. Like, do you think that could happen if like real gravity like was actually like that?
Yeah, I mean, if that's a natural effect of. Well, I know that. What is it? The only thing I can tell you is pyramids there's a certain angle where you can stand up and resist gravity fairly well. There's some angle of pyramids. I don't know if that's like probably what you're saying, right? And it's if that's normal, if you get high gravity, then you end up with this. I don't know. It's a good question, but I don't know. Could be. And then she fires. She's not used to the gravity yet, so she has to make she misses, has to make an adjustment. And so everything, and then at the bottom, Obito and Kakashi decide that they're going to go full-blown Neji. They're going to sacrifice themselves.
Yep.
Right? And somehow they are defeating gravity. Somehow.
Okay.
Now,
this is the big controversy of the chapter.
Now, I could see different ways that Obito could do it. Maybe he's phasing part of his body, or I don't know. Maybe it's possible to do that. Kakashi is clever, I guess. I don't see it quite as clearly. Okay, now I want to ask everybody: when you saw the hands come out and grab both their hands, I'm like, immediately I thought Sakura.
No, I thought Rin.
You thought you did? I thought Sakura, but that didn't really. How can what is? So that was it, and then it just went. It didn't really work. So I had no idea, and then the smiling face of Black Setsu as Kage is firing again, and then Rin. Now it's important is that they're kids again. Now Rin is in front of them, and she's got their hand, but they're kids. So what is going on here? Is this a memory?
Yeah,
I thought it was
so.
going to be a big flashback, and I was scared.
It looks like more of her essence is still around Obito and Kakashi,
Yeah.
or at least like how you say, like, how some people when they die, like they chakra still left behind. It looked like her chakra from Ren kind of did that to Obito and Kakashi, like give them that little boost.
I mean, it's more like that they are spurred on by her memory and her will to move, and it's almost as if she actually. We kind of were both surprised, like she actually was pulling them. So maybe she from the afterlife, actually encouraged, gave them the strength to run through the gravity. I don't know, but there's a theory that says that because Kaguya switched the gravity around to compensate to hit Naruto and Sasuke, that's the reason why Kakashi and Obito were able. But I don't really get that. Sakura and everybody else couldn't move. I don't know. I mean, maybe Kakashi and Obito put everything they had into like one last dash, and they were getting pulled down by the gravity, and at the very end, they got extra strength where they don't know where, and then they both woke and still Rick. So I mean, take that how you will. I think it's supposed to be more motivational or like a spiritual bond than anything else.
All right. Anybody else want to throw their hat on the whole Ren thing? Well, and I see that. Well, anyway.
I can say this though, she's doing more than what Sakura's doing.
Yeah, that's sad. Even a dead ninja is doing more in this scene. I try, like I say, I try not to. I'm not a soccer basher, but if the jokes are there, right, Sean? If the setup is there, the punchline, what can you do?
You wanna know it? If Kaguya, two demigods, if they can't move, and she can't move, well, Kakashi shouldn't be able to move. So I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe that's it. He said, okay, this is obviously an issue. What kind of distraction can I think of? What would be a total distraction? Everybody would get away from this.
He could have just had Obito. He could have just had Obito do it. If he would have just had Obito do it, it would have been, you know.
Well, I understand. Well, at least, yeah, but you know why he wants to set it up so Kakashi's like, you did it again, and it's the repeat of the past, and
right. It's like history repeats itself.
Only thing I'm thinking about is BS because he can walk. That's the only thing this chapter's, you know.
Right. So it looks like he goes, okay, I'm going to throw Ren out there and totally blow their minds, and then they're just going to skip past.
You ain't blowing my mind. I'm calling BS.
Defying gravity. and DP Roberts is, basically throwing it down to the power of friendship, being able to defeat.
No, I'm certain Naruto. Never mind. If Kaguya can't walk, nobody should be able to walk.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, and this is her stuff. This is her doing. So yeah.
And just imagine how many times she's been there. It affected her.
Oh yeah, there was one more theory I read.
Let me throw this out here. Let me read this really quick. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I like what you went there in W order. Will of Ren is greater than the Will of Fire. Oh my gosh! And DP Roberts read this last thing. Naruto keeps getting more like fairy tale. Don't look too deeply. Okay. Well, anyway, what you got in W order?
No, I was saying I remember now. There was one other theory that said maybe Kakashi and Obito could have moved because they were exhausted and having chakra. Because I think someone came up with a theory that if you have chakra, it magnetizes you to the ground more or something. I forget what the theory was, but there was that one too. But I think the counter to that is that why was Sakura down? She should have had the chakra.
Yeah, why Kaguya be down? If that's the fact that she invented chakra, so of course
she should be plastered fast on the ground if she's got that much chakra.
She would have mastered any ninjutsu they could have did, basic ninjutsu like that.
So,
put your feet to the ground, blah blah, chakra.
It was stupid. I mean, but he wanted to make it so that Ring, encouraged them.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you can go ahead.
No, go ahead. You don't talk that much. Go ahead.
Oh, I got a good question. Why Naruto is not using those balls? He could at least try to block it. I don't know if it'll stop it, but those balls should be able to do something. To stop the attacks. You know how Madara and Obito was using it so much. It seemed so incredible.
Well, that may be okay, but I want to say I'm not complaining about I'm fine with it's a good thing to say, but I'm fine with the battles. I mean, I think we're seeing enough with the battles. Let me go ahead and get into Ren here. I saw this and I thought, and I've thought this before, but this really just brought it home. I'm like, so Ren is it's like a death cult now. She's like, look, I died as a kid. I didn't get to grow up, and I'm gonna make darn sure you guys are gonna die now. I mean, what the heck? You would think Ren would be like, no, don't kill yourselves, live a long life. It's like, I mean, so I'm just like, wow. If Ren comes back now for people to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I thought she was gonna pull him away. Instead, she pulls him right into the path.
Yeah, but instead she's like, I don't know. It's like Ren is now bitter. Like she said, I never got to grow up. I never got to go out on dates. I never got to do whatever. and now you guys have been running around, and to hell with you guys, die. I mean,
she does look a little mean in that one.
So it's like a death cult now. It's the bitter death cult of Ren.
Well, to be truthful, they never really lived after that point. After she died.
She went,
If you think about it, they never.
Yeah.
Well, especially Obito.
I mean, she can't really feel like that though because she was like, was she a traitor? I forget now. I know she had the one of the
no, she wasn't a traitor. As a matter of fact, that's why she died. She's like, look, they like captured me. They implanted this tail beast in me, and it's going to destroy the village. Or hurry, go ahead and kill me. And I'm like,
so she was a Konoha. She wanted to get captured.
So yeah, she was a Jinchuriki of one of the tail beasts, which I don't remember.
Right. I feel hazy. I thought that she came from the village and then didn't want to betray Konoha.
It was a three-tailed beast.
Okay, three tails. All right.
Yeah.
DP Roberts is like, she's a spoiled girl. She wants a company in the afterlife. Well, anyway, yeah, that's what happened. She got so yeah, the whole on multiple levels. But when I saw this, I got to ask you guys. When I turned the page and saw Ren, I literally had to get up and walk away. I actually left the room I'm in, got up, walked away, and went out. I said, "This is." I can't believe that this is happening.
You've got a Ren phobia now.
I guess so. And I just said, "That's." I have to take a break. I did. I took about a 5-minute break, came back, and went back at it. But holy cow, Ren? Really? There's just a whole lot of times that he's just like, this is a good time for Ren. It's like, no, Kishi, it's not. There's no more good times for Ren. No. So, but anyway, okay, moving past. Like I said, we can always go back, and then thank you, Ren, for helping me to commit suicide. Kakashi says basically. Obito and I will be coming there soon, and then the three of us will be able to take our time and talk. And they're just like, set up. Now, what's interesting, let me go ahead and get past here, okay, is that if you look past Kakashi and Obito, it looks like these things were definitely going over their targets anyhow, especially Naruto.
You're right.
Kaguya compensated for nothing.
Well, I mean, it could hit Sasuke in the head, maybe. But Naruto, there's no way how it didn't hit.
Yeah, they should have put Obito on his knees. At least made sense.
So, yeah. Yep.
Well, know what? I overlooked it there too. It wasn't gonna hit Naruto.
I never even noticed that. That's funny.
It's funny.
I couldn't get over Kakashi walking.
Yeah, so we got a lot of issues. And DP Roberts wrote, when I saw Ren, I was crazy in the stomach and wanted to vomit. Okay. And then we get the Kamui stuff. Obito, you did it again. Kakashi, you stay here for now and don't come after me anytime soon either, right? Don't die anytime soon. Okay.
He wants some alone time with Ren.
You know what? I'm going to totally... It's easy to go there, but if you look at it, it's easy to go there, but I have to say that isn't it at all. He just doesn't want Kakashi to die anytime soon, and I leave it at that. I never cared for the whole pedophilia thing with Obito. I never bought into it. It can be it's a joke. It's out there, but I never.
No, I don't think it's gonna be pedophilia. I think he's gonna go there at the same age that she was. I think that's what he wants.
Or she could be the same age as him. Who knows what happens.
Either way,
she grows up in the spirit world, huh? Okay, I don't think they change, but anyway, so that's opened up. So anyway, okay, whatever. So if you can throw your pedo jokes out there, go ahead. I was trying to deflect some of that, but anyway, open it up. Anything in this chapter, because we kind of went through it fairly quickly. Anything at all in this chapter?
What about Naruto telling Sasuke, did you apologize to Obito, or did you thank Obito and Sakura properly or something?
Yeah, that was well done. That was really good. Because that's really their relationship, is to keep going at each other. So, and of course Sasuke's response, hey, just focus on the enemy, right? So
yeah, who the hell are you telling me what to do? Just shut up and mind your own business.
Yeah, that was good writing. And that was definitely both their characters.
No, I just love the tactics in this chapter from Naruto. I mean, the whole time, he's basically doing it just to stall, Obito and Sakura, keep Kaguya on him solely, And that was the entire point, just to stall the time. And it worked beautifully. Like, great logic, great reasoning, great strategy. And, like, it's so awesome how he can just, fool, like, anybody with the simplest of things. Simple things. But there was one thing also that I was thinking, like Kaguya, she's not really like someone that's skilled with like with war or whatever. Like I think like Zetsu like tells her strategy and everything too. Almost like she doesn't know, like she's not a shinobi, She doesn't really know how to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody ever fought her. We can pretty much guess that. She never been really in a fight. Besides her sons, that's the only real fight she had.
Right, she's like the equivalent of like a civilian that gains superhero powers and goes around flying around and shooting fireballs out of hands or something.
Yep.
She has no clue about warfare, tactics, or anything of that nature.
This is bothering a lot of people. It's bothering me because I personally want all the characters to be interesting. You need a balance. Okay, if she's not very good at that, if that's the explanation, then Kishimoto should have said somehow she was just basically overpowered. She was the first one to have chakra. She's just overpowering with it, and nobody else had chakra, right, initially. So she's not a strategist. She's not this, but it bothers a lot of people. And the whole thing of her deferring to Black Zetsu bothers people. So all this together, people are not thrilled with Kaguya's character.
Yeah, a lot of people are really disappointed. Go ahead and talk.
Kishimoto probably felt like he couldn't make her interesting, so that's why he don't have her talk that much.
Okay, and now I'm going to ask everybody, is Obito dead? Because a lot of people are having a hard time accepting that this guy's finally dead.
I hope
He's dead.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
You're ruining the series now.
I mean, I don't know what was so. I said this before. I don't like people thought Obito was dead when they didn't see him die under a rock, and Kishi left it up to our imagination. They thought Obito was dead, when with the juvie and everything like that, like just instantly. But they thought Kishi would just kill off the character instantly. But when they have Obito actually say, "I'm dying," live Kakashi, blah blah, then they can't believe it. It makes no sense to me. Like this is how a character dies. An important character like Obito, who's central to the whole story, as one of its main villains and one of its redeemed heroes or whatever. That you don't just off the character, within a couple of panels, with a panel or two, and no explanation. You need to build up to it, and you need to explain it, illuminate on it. And now that that's happening, people don't believe it. It makes no sense.
Well, when Neji died, he died. You saw him; he was dead. You thought he was.
Yeah, but Neji wasn't.
And here, wait a minute. Here at the end of this chapter, we've got Obito having a nice little statement and everything. So it's different. It isn't like, well, here's the dead body of Obito. We haven't seen the dead body of Obito yet.
Obito and Neji is completely different.
I think that is kind of, it's set up to the point where Kishi has to die, but still, I with the history of Obito surviving everything, I need to see a dead body.
You're going to see dust. You're going to see dust, not a dead body.
So I want to see Obito dead. I want to see it to believe it. I have to see the corpus, whatever.
Will that bring you joy to see Obito's corpse?
Well, that's an entirely different thing. Yeah, I would have. Yes. I've been free. Look. I want everybody to get their opinions out. Everyone to get their feelings about stuff. What they're and sometimes I've tilted to the point where people think I'm an Obito fan or something. I hate Obito. I hate the whole thing that he was Toby. I've hated it all along. We've been over this. I won't go in depth on it. But yeah, I want the guy gone, and it does, and it gives me not a gigantic. Some people are going. I mean, King of Lightning was having almost a orgasm. He said he would have. He would have actually had an orgasm if Kakashi would have also died. That's what King of Lightning said. He said he would have totally, and so and I like Kakashi. That's a character I would like to see, but.
What if they overdo it though to say that the chapter gets a yo rating just because the character doesn't dies?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine as long as it's honest. As long as somebody just forefront and says, "I hate this character," and there it is. I have zero problem with it. But and we look, all these characters we have different. Even if we like them, we have different levels. Some of us just love a character, right? And some of them may just like it. So I mean, there's all this. It's all personal stuff, personal opinions, feelings, and all that other business.
Yeah. Well, if anybody cares, when Obito died, I would be sad. I would be sad.
And DP Roberts is like, I'm still waiting for the King of Lightning's Kakashi Sucks video.
Yeah, so am I.
He's gonna make a video like that. He said he's going to?
Yes.
Wow. I'll watch it, but I like Kakashi. But then again,
I agree that Obito, his time in the manga is up now. But I enjoyed his character so much as a villain, and just I loved his powers, his attitude. I'm totally gonna miss it. But the end manga is ending anyway, so it's a moot point.
So DP Roberts is like, when Obito dies, I will never be so glad to see any character die in any manga. So I mean, there's different levels of hate. That's a pretty powerful level of hate. I'm not quite that level, but but anyway, like I say, we've got this. I think I don't want to go start repeating yourself anything, but Kakashi Sucks video. Like I say, I'll watch it, but I'm a big fan. Well, once again, it's like Sakura. There's no reason for Sakura to be gimped like she is. There's no reason. Then everybody starts hating her, and you end up with the first thing I saw this was Tintin. Here's a character that, quite honestly, almost did nothing, because the character wasn't given a chance to do anything, and everybody just started piling on hate. So that was the first time I really witnessed this with a character like that. And so to see him be useful, and then have the writer just yank their utility away from him, and everybody's like, "Wow, you suck." it's brutal. It's brutal to see, But Kishi does have a habit of doing it. Anyway, okay. Anything about the chapter before we go to the anime? Okay, we can move on then. Let's go ahead and get to the anime, which to me was not my favorite. 369, okay, and I have no notes for it. I just watched it through, and the whole stuff. I don't know the whole. I don't know. It's good. Like I said, let me just make this real short. It's good what happened as far as that Madara is the one that actually named the village and all that. To me, it was simply too much. It's too much Madara, Hagoromo. Not Hagoromo, but Hashirama time.
Yeah.
It's too much of them to get. Their fights are epic. They're amazing. But the friendship aspect of this is too much. Go ahead.
Now, so what was nice was at least they, Hashirama mentioned that the Sarutobi and I forget what other clan said. They want to join with us too, but not just them. All of the clans want to, become a part of this village. So I like that part. At least it showed you it's not just the Uchiha and Senju that were creating Konoha, but there was other clans involved. But I kind of felt like, that in the manga, it felt like the reason why Madara was turning to the dark side or whatever was because, of his brother's death. In the anime, it feels like his brother's death was secondary, and he just kind of decided on his own to take this whole other crazy path based on the stone monument,
Well, I want to say something, believe it or not, actually supporting Madara in a way, is that he did make the observation that you know, when you're gone, it's going to be Toby Rama, and Toby Rama is going to go. He's going to eliminate or marginalize or whatever the Uchiha, and that's true. So when Madara left, okay, that to me was one of the best things that could happen, him leaving the village. But what needed to happen next is Hashirama needed to banish his brother, Toby Rama, if he wanted to fix things, because Toby Rama did F things up dramatically, even though he's the one that wanted, you know, democracy. The whole thing with Uchiha, he just completely couldn't let it go. So these were two people, in my opinion, that needed to go. A lot of people are like, well, if Madara would have stayed. Madara isn't the person that's going to heal and do all this. He was never that way. Just like Toby Rama, these were two people that simply weren't going to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Madara. I still think if Madara would have actually tried and worked with Hashirama more, that none of this crap would happen. I don't get Madara's viewpoint at all. He thinks, like, it seems like to me, like the way it comes up to me is that after he read the stupid, you know, Uchiha Shrine tablet thing, that his mind just got warped into thinking that there's another way for peace. And it's stupid because Hashirama is literally saying, I'm going to make you the second Hokage. Like, you know, and don't worry about my brother. I'm going to work with you. And we're going to take care of this like brothers. And Mara's just like, no, 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 no. It's retarded. She's just been like, okay, like, you know, we'll do things your way, you know. But no, he decides to make war on the village that he named, the village that he built with the first Hokage. It's nonsensical to me. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Well, it was always about Madara. To me, I never, the whole thing, it's my brother, it's this and that. It was about Madara. Like I say, Madara was that way. It was that's the way I always took it. So I never took it that, you know, people were, well, it was just Madara was a good guy and he, you know, just went off the track and all this kind of stuff. I think it was good writing that the option was there for the reader, but I don't think that was reality. And just like Toby Rama, no matter how no matter how many jutsus he creates, no matter how much you like democracy, he was still Toby Rama. He's an asshole. I mean, there's no way of getting, you know what I mean? These characters are, but that's part of what Kishi is. These characters just jump out at you, know, and that's part of what Kishimoto's, you know, really good at actually. Although he just creates too many of them. But anyway, so anybody else?
D.P. Roberts is saying that, you know, that Madara, you know, like got hurt because you know, people would bully Toby Rama for him, you know, and that's the guy that killed his brother or whatever. But I don't remember in the anime or the manga, you know, anybody ever saying, you know, that Toby Rama, you know, would be bullied over Madara. It's just that Madara himself is thinking, you know, that Toby Rama will definitely be the second Hokage. Madara
are you in W.O., are you responding to what D.P. Roberts wrote? Because he says that what he says his own clan wanted Toby Rama over him. I think did you mean Hashirama?
No, Toby Rama. That's what we're talking
Toby Rama would have won over him, so Madara left.
Yeah, you remember the Uchiha clan thought he did steal his brother's ass. Wasn't that a rumor going around?
Well,
It got debunked.
The manga, it made it look more like that's what happened. The anime made it, well, the anime changed a few things. You know, because his brother was still alive, without eyes, running around and battling.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, there were definitely differences. So I guess we can't really get too much into that.
I mean,
I still
even in the manga, I don't remember where Hashirama says, you know, that the people have chosen Toby Rama, or that Madara says the people have chosen Toby Rama. He just says that Toby Rama will probably become the second Hokage. And Hashirama's like, no, I want you to be the second Hokage.
Well, I think that is the moment. I think that the moment Madara is like, if it's democracy and people can vote, then I don't know if that's going to mean, well, I mean, look, the new clans coming in and all the rest of that. And one thing else was shown is the fear of Madara. Remember that one little kid, the fear of Madara? Was it just the fear of Madara or the Uchiha in general?
I think
that was in the anime only. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember that in the manga.
Okay. But I thought that was pretty good because I think a lot of people were afraid of the Uchiha in general, and much warmer in general. Not just because they were stronger to the Senju. So, yeah. So I think there was really going to be problems. But I do like that angle, the whole idea that he could see that, in a democracy and voting, that Madara's like, I'm never going to win. People are always going to hate me. And he lost his own clan. And that's hard to recover from, let alone everybody else. So
Right.
he's like, I can't get my way through democracy. I just always saw him as extraordinarily talented, amazing, but self-centered. That's how I always saw Madara, correctly or not. Okay. Anything else about the anime?
The lack of a fight. Is that the end of the fight? Is that it? Or is they gonna? I ain't look at the end of the episode where next week's episode what it's gonna be like. But that's the end of the fight. Those 2 or 3 minutes.
No, there's still more.
Oh, all right. I was disappointed. Well, I kind of am since they ain't show none of the QB fight. Really,
They have to
this
show.
was like
They have to show up to the point where Madara gets stabbed by Hashirama. That's when you fight.
yeah, it should have been more of like the QB and Hashirama going away. Well, going at it. Hashirama just summoned this little, I don't know, 1,000-hand monk. That was it. I
Well,
thought it was gonna be more than that.
in the anime, they showed it looks like it's gonna be more towards the fight because on the manga it showed the 1,000-hand Jitsu was doing all the fighting, but this one it showed like it split apart. I don't know if anybody noticed that. Like they had the big part, and then the top half just came and jump out and jump to Madara.
Yeah.
I like this angle. Let me read this real quick. There's definitely some more stuff I want to get into. But DP Roberts, like, a vote probably would have went to Toblerone, like we said. But Dara always had an ego. Okay. I just look at it as being self-centered, but an ego that got the better of him, the results of his ego leading his clan's distrust of him and sent him down a darker and darker path. I like that. It's a good angle. But, what I want to do, talk about the anime a little bit more if you guys want. I want to go back and get into people's predictions for the manga, actually. We really, if you guys have any predictions.
I think that Obito will have a page or two in the beginning of the chapter saying goodbye, or some just farewell words or encouragement or whatever to Naruto. A page or two of that, and he'll turn to dust. And then Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke will activate his eye because he said in this chapter that his eye isn't ready yet. When Kaguya tries again, his eye will be ready. He'll get them out of that situation, that gravity situation. And then while Naruto and Sasuke try to figure out how to fight her, we'll go back to the Hokage with Sage Six Packs and talk about what this jutsu is that he wants to show them. My prediction.
Okay, any more predictions?
What Obito should do is, before he dies, he should take his eyes out and give it to Sasuke as a parting gift.
Kakashi, you mean?
Well, Kakashi. Well, we see how Kakashi works with them, so yeah, Kakashi, like a gift.
I was thinking the same thing. But that ain't gonna happen in my book. I'm
Yes.
hoping for it, but it's not gonna happen.
Are you talking about the eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, before
That's
he
a big question. Yeah, good, Sean. Because that's actually I was going to open that up, but I'm glad you went ahead and did it.
yeah, like before he dies, he just take both of his Sharingans and give it to Kakashi before he leaves.
So is he? Well, I mean, this would be a question. Is he going to get? Well, one eye was burning out already, right?
Well, it's healed by now.
So is it healed? Well, then again, Naruto
Yeah.
probably made everything good. So is
I
he
mean,
gonna
the blood coming out from the eye doesn't mean that the eye is, not working properly. I mean, Itachi bled from his eye all the time, so did Sasuke. It's only repeated use of Mangekyou Sharingan that makes your eye go blind or whatever. We can assume that the reason why Obito never went blind, never had problems with his, is probably because of the same DNA that was put on his arm, grafted onto his arm. So now that he has, that Obito has two Sharingan, maybe it's more normal now, where the eyes are restrained, and especially since Kaguya's powers is supposedly the scope of them is like so unimaginable that Obito's really pushing himself to do it. So that's probably why the bleeding happened in the first place. But I mean, his eyes should be relatively perfect.
So if both eyes are healed, and then having both eyes makes him more efficient, would Kakashi be able to use both of the eyes? Because the set's easier to use. This has been said many times. Makes him more powerful, more efficient.
I mean, here's the thing though. If you're Kakashi,
It'll be easier for Kakashi to use Komori and
Yeah.
no,
Well,
I thought he was talking about that.
Well, then we get to the whole is Madara, which I really like, which D.P. Roberts putting the whole thing, the internal battle, Madara fighting on the inside. Is that going to be a turning point? Is that going to create an opening where something can happen? But then again, Madara is going to get sealed in there too, or is Kaguya going to get sealed separate from Madara? Is that what's going to happen? All of a sudden, you end up with Madara that's left.
I think that the internal struggle between Madara and Kaguya would be good.
Well, didn't they have a plan to revive?
I don't think Madara dead, so they can try Edo Tensei, but I think he's still alive. Well, inside of her, she's just using this body.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense for Madara to be alive inside of her rather than be dead, but I mean, I guess you could go either way with that.
I think they should split though, Kaguya and Madara.
Or is that what Hagurama was wanting to do? It's because he's got the body there. He's going to pull all of Madara back, like resurrect him or something there, and then somehow that undermines the way Kaguya came back because she took over the body, and that's going to be something.
Well, if that were to happen, then the Madara that would come back would be his own separate body and whatever. He would have all the abilities that he had before.
Yeah.
And Kaguya, and which means that the Madara inside Kaguya, which has been like raw material, like that Madara would have been dead already or something.
She would lose a lot of chakra. Because, I mean, like right now, she's the Jinchuriki for Madara. That's the way it looks like.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
Can't the Sage of Six Paths stop Infinite Tsukiyami? Since he got that, eye right on his forehead. Shouldn't he be able to stop it? Since we're talking about the Sage.
He's not there. I don't know. He's like.
But can he do jutsus? All right. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. As long as he don't do the jutsu. If the cakes do it, I'll be fine. But if he does it, they give him chakra, I'm going to have a problem with it.
Well, what about the ninja tools? They've got all the ninja tools. Madara put his visor into it. Right there. I mean, is that what's going to happen? Now Madara's going to get the ninja tools. He comes back. He uses them on her. They're all friends again. Madara's the hero.
Yeah. Madara realizes he was wrong.
Yeah, there he is. He's like, all right, right now we're going to have a vote right now on who's Kage. Right now, when everybody's liking me. Right now we're having a vote.
Madara has to die. Whenever he gets back, I don't know how he's going to do it, but he got to die.
There's
But
only
he's
one
too
way
strong.
he can do it, by sacrificing himself, just like Obito.
Yeah.
That's the only way. I mean, if you need to bring Madara to kill Kaguya. Then once she's dead, his purpose is over, and he'll repent because his way was wrong. He didn't want to do it that way. He thought it would bring peace, and he'll just end up, going. He'll either end up going by sacrificing himself, or he'll do a jutsu or do himself, or turn himself back into dust or something. He can station cat to it. And then he can be in the afterlife with his friend Hashirama, and we'll see a nice happy picture of Hashirama and Madara smiling after, like, you know, as their bodies turn to dust. Or whatever.
So Michael Gethman, you think he's going to get brought back as a zombie? Hagoroma's going to go, look at my little puppet dance. Look at the dancing Madara, everybody. Put money in the hat, you know.
I don't think he's dead, and I don't think you'll be able to control him.
Yeah, well, I think
Well, not Tobirama. Well, now you're getting to the point where you said he's not really there. So how can he control?
He's talking about, no, wait a minute. Madara is still there in Kaguya somewhere. I mean, she took over his body. Right?
Well, if he was Edo Tensei, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Oh yeah, well yeah, just as a joke, because Michael Gethman put that.
Oh
chat.
yeah, all right.
Yeah, I thought that would be pretty. That was just for humor.
Yeah,
That
I saw
wasn't
it
a
zombie. I
serious
thought you was
Oh yeah, the dancing Madara, because you'd be able to just control him like a puppet. Well, anyway, so okay, well, let's get more of this back into comments as opposed to on the side group chat. So anything else about the chapter predictions? Okay, so Obito's dead. It does look like Obito's dead. Okay, but I have to see it because of the past. I need to see the corpus delicti or whatever. I need to see a dead Obito, and I'll go.
You need to see him dissect it.
Well, I don't have to go that far. We need to see the autopsy. Okay, but I some people may. Some people. I mean, I'm almost to the point to where Kishimoto.
That's how soccer could be useful to make sure Obito's dead.
Well, that's probably why. Wait a minute. Well, that's probably why Kishimoto had to make sure that her chakra was completely drained, so there was no way to bring Obito back.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't anyway because it's going to be ashes. So.
And Jesus. Well, hold on a second. Jesus Naruto already said that he's on a timer. He's terminal.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, go ahead, Life Nabu.
Why Sakura didn't do that jutsu at first when the war was going down? She had all this chakra, all those abilities. Why she didn't do it at first? Would have helped the ninja with the army out a lot. Because she could have been did it. Okay, I'm gonna forget about it. Thanks, Keisha.
Oh, I almost retched right now. Let me read this. Obito will die in the next chapter or two after many panels of Ren flashbacks. Oh my god, that would make me vomit. And Kakashi will do something really impressive in order to feel useful, and it may be revealed that Kaguya missed not just because of gravity, but because of my man Madara. He's the battle. I like the battle within. That's okay. Madara for Hokage. Okay, Michael Gethman, you can definitely say that. Yeah. We're getting too much into group chat.
Yeah, I agree. Madara for Hokage, but that'd be just too funny.
Madara kind of broke really quick. If we want to compare him to Obito. At least Obito put up a fight if you try to, inner struggles.
Nothing.
It's all part of Madara's plan.
You couldn't break him. You couldn't break Obito, but Madara got broke with a hand through your chest. Took over.
But he got poked from behind. He didn't see it coming.
Well, it still was his will against will. Kaguya's against him.
Yeah, that's the iffy area. Was it really his will, or was it Kaguya's?
Well, Kaguya's will against his will. He still was there.
And guess what? Obito broke Kaguya's will.
Obito's broken and sucks.
Yeah.
I like Toby more than Obito.
Yeah, I love Toby.
Toby was awesome. Obito sucks.
Yeah.
The thing is, Obito still has the same, personality as Toby. Still condescending, still, sadistic, or whatever. He didn't really change that much. People just.
But he's trying to be a good guy when originally he was a bad guy, so I don't like that.
That's because originally he was supposed to pretend he was Madara, and when he wasn't Madara, he had a, that feeling to, because she had to make it feel like he wasn't Madara, but that he was also, still the same Toby personality, but not as sinister.
Yeah, he had an identity disorder for sure.
Yeah, a little bit, but he was still an awesome character.
Nah, that's debatable.
Well,
he gets killed as much in the manga as Obito has.
The survivability of Obito is just incredible, and even for Neverworld's like he's dead, right? I mean, he kept saying he's dead, kind of like he's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Yeah. So like I said, I got to see it. I don't know. I could think of a lot of different, Kishi may go, look, I tried to kill him. He just won't go.
And then Naruto's gonna go over there and say, "Nope, just kidding, you're alive again."
Yep. He's
If
back.
that happens, then I will literally believe that Obito will never die.
If he does that, I will be so mad. Oh,
Yeah, we see a scene where Obito's in bed. Oh,
And
no,
it-
wait, he didn't die. He's in a coma.
And I'll tell you this: if that actually did happen, as much as I love Obito, that would be shit writing, and I would hate that. Obito has to die because now's the time. He went full circle as a character. Now it's time to remove him from the manga, so that he could, further get Kakashi and Naruto momentum if they're battling Kage or whatever.
And Hagurama's going to
I
say,
agree.
he's going to go, you know what? I need a time-traveling partner like Dr. Freaking Who, and you, Obito, are going to travel with me in the TARDIS, and we're going to go visit
yeah,
this
become
world
Time
at different
Lords.
times. We're going to be Time Lords, and you're going to live forever, dude. You're going to get 7 more rebirths, and, we're gonna rock and roll.
I don't want to do that. I just want to see Ren.
You make
That was
You know
really
what's funny
creepy.
though?
Well,
What's funny is that how
Yeah.
Obito gets all the spotlight over, his motivation. One of his motivations being that he, is hurt because a woman that he cared about, that was important to him, died. Whereas, you know how many animes and mangas and movies, American plots, all revolve around people going nuts because their loved ones got killed or died, or, same thing. Like,
Well, the
Obito's not the
biggest
only one.
difference between Madara and Obito is that Madara saw he saw his brother get killed, right? And Obito witnessed his supposed girlfriend get killed, and Madara went and tried to change the world because of that, and Obito went along with Madara's plan. Then he decided to be a good guy.
He didn't decide to be a good guy. He just
As soon as the mask came off, he's like, "Okay, let's go and defeat Madara now. I'm sick of him."
That's not true at all. I mean, he tried to turn Naruto, and he stood side by side with Madara, talking about how to go up the
He
world.
knew Naruto was gonna pull him out. I'm pretty sure he did.
You
Yeah,
can
that
make an
was.
argument that internally that he wanted Naruto to save him. You could make
Yes.
that argument.
Even
But-
Kakashi said that.
But externally, he didn't act that way. Externally, he fought hard because he's like Naruto. He's stubborn. He doesn't want to give in. Once he makes up his mind, he goes.
But he did give in.
But so what you're saying is Obito was putting up a front.
Yes. Putting on a performance.
That's definitely not true. He
Well, as soon
went
as-
through
as soon as the
hell and
mask
high
came
water.
off-
Look, one at a time, and W order, go ahead, and then Michael, go ahead.
I'd say Obito went through hell and high water to get where he was. He sacrificed lives, he manipulated people. You can argue that Madara being a puppeteer or whatever, but Madara had no control over what Obito was doing. The only supervision Obito had was Black Zetsu. And that was it. And Black Zetsu didn't give him orders. Black Zetsu pretended to accept Obito's orders. So Obito was doing everything by himself. All Madara did was give him the blueprints of what he wanted to do. And Obito wasn't even intending to bring Madara back at all. So I mean, Obito, this was his dream for a world of peace, and he sacrificed everything that was himself. The old Obito, he threw the old Obito away just to make this dream a reality. And he stood side by side with Madara when Madara came back and said the same things Madara said. The only reason why Obito failed was because Naruto is exactly like Obito. Naruto reached Obito's heart. The part of Obito that was dead that he thought that got rid of a long time ago. But there is a significant, there is an argument to be made that Obito deep inside wasn't as evil as he was making himself out to be, and that he, inadvertently was reaching out to Naruto. That he himself really realized that.
Which he put it up a front.
But it's not putting up front because you can have a part of yourself that goes against the rest of yourself and not even realize it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing.
All right, well, Michael Gethman.
So I don't know. I just think that Madara had his whole plan all hashed out and everything, and he wasn't going to be persuaded by any young kid way younger than him talking like, try to come over to my side. He wasn't going to be persuaded by anything like that. And Obito, even though he was stubborn, still came over to the good side, even though the whole story he's been on the bad side. I don't like that.
I mean, Madara had no connection to Naruto.
Well, go ahead and do your point.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to make the point that Naruto and Madara have no connection. No similarity. That's why Madara wouldn't be effective.
I know, and that's why Madara is so much better of a villain than Toby was, even though he came in later, because Toby ended up being a hypocrite.
Well, let's see if you say the same thing when Hashirama reaches out to Madara, and Madara takes his hand, and Madara becomes a good guy and helps to beat Kage. That's probably what's going to happen.
I don't. You think that's going to happen?
That's very, very, very likely. This is shown.
Well, that'd be interesting to see if that happens, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Because Kishi could go anywhere with this,
Well, wait a minute. What's going to happen? Wait a minute. I want to clarify. What's going to happen in W Order?
I didn't say it's going to. I say it's very likely, that Madara will play a part in taking down Kaguya if they can get Madara back or whatever. And during this time, Hashirama will be in Naruto's position. He'll be the one that can relate to Madara and reaching Madara's heart, and it'll be the same thing, except the parallel will be Obito and Naruto and Hashirama and Madara. And the exact same thing.
Motivation-wise, the easiest route is Madara is going to help everybody because he's trying to get his body back. Right? So simply trying to get his body back, and the sex change and all the rest of this, the new, parts and all that, from changing everything back. So that's his motivation, is to become Madara again. And so that there doesn't have to be any change in Madara because he just wants to be Madara again.
Yeah.
So I mean that would be the easiest route. But can other things, like I say, it would be. But then again, if Obito can beat Toby, anything can happen in this manga, and I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
But we'll see, and it could, and it is a shonen, as NW Order said. So it could happen. But but the Obito thing, the thing that always got me is I understand that Black Zetsu was there corrupting him and all this kind of stuff, but if he had so he's basically doing the plan for Madara, setting everything up, but he doesn't but he needs Madara in order to fulfill the plan at the end, but he doesn't plan on bringing Madara back. So how is he gonna? Who was gonna help him with Infinite Tsukiyomi if he wasn't gonna have Madara there? I never understood his plan is to basically do Madara's plan, but then at the end not do it. I
think he wanted to do it with Sasuke, Obito.
Right. Well, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because those two together. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So him and Sasuke at the end, and he's the one controlling what happens, how this new world works out.
It seems to make the most sense as to what Obito's strategy was. But then when he didn't have Sasuke, and then and when he had to go against Madara, he had to try to do it himself. So.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That he should have strived. Well, then again, he did do everything he could to try to control Sasuke, so that works.
Yeah, he even put six white Zetsu on Sasuke.
So yeah, just to make sure how important it was to keep track of him. Mm-hmm. But it didn't work. So okay, all right, that sounds good. All right, anything else? Any other issues? Anything? Let me just do a quick poll. Who feels sad? Who feels? Well, anyway, you know what? I think we all know where we stand on the Obito thing, so I think I won't go on that. Obito is dead. Okay, is there anything at all Naruto-wise that you guys want to bring up?
I've actually some more to say. I just saying, in terms of Madara becoming a good guy, whatever, during hands of Hashirama, and accepting. There's another support to that is the fact that Madara didn't know that Infinite Tsukiyomi would just be like a way to turn people into Zetsu. He thought that they would bring peace and happiness to people. So now
Well,
that
it is bringing happiness, though, right?
Wait.
I'm saying, so now that he knows that like his whole plan was, basically he was set up from the beginning, he'll probably know now, that the monument and all that stuff is fake. Now everything he believed in, everything Madara believed in, is now out the window. So there's really no reason for Madara to still have the drive to to still rule over everyone, whatever. Because if we want to take Madara, as face value, when he first appeared in the manga as not no, like when his flashback, with his brother saying that he was doing all this for peace and that ultimately it's for the greater good, whatever. Then if he believes that, now he knows that it's not for the greater good, and there's no reason as to why he would want to try to become as strong as he was and take Kaguya's place after defeating her. So I still think everything points into points to Madara joining forces with everybody else if he's brought back to take down Kaguya, and then Kishimoto will make the parallel between student and teacher, the way, or not student and teacher, but like with Obito and Naruto, he'll make that parallel with Madara and Hashirama. And I just see that coming like almost with certainty if Madara comes back.
Okay. Michael Gethman, I think you have a few things to say on that, right? Well, you liked Evil Madara. A lot of us really liked Evil Madara. He was very successful, right? I mean, he was impressive. But...
Well, I think that Madara had a guess that the Infinite Tsukiyomi was going to do something along the lines of creating eternal peace for people. Maybe not knowing exactly how it would turn out, but I think he got it right on everybody being in a state of mind where they were completely happy. And maybe that's what he wanted, even though he knew that if they got caught in the tree, that they would go through those dreams and everything, and then he would just be able to sit back and relax and control that, because then there would be no more wars. But other than that, I don't know.
All right, well, hold on. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to go to Sean. D.P. Roberts, Madara is like Obito without the internal struggle. I love that. Okay, Madara wasn't going to get swayed by some kid, and it's guaranteed that Madara will help them. Even if he becomes good, I don't have a big problem with it because he's already achieved his goals. He's the only villain in the series who was able to do that. He did do an amazing amount of stuff as far as being an evil villain. Okay, Sean, any predictions? Anything Naruto-wise you want to talk about?
It's a prediction, but it's a far out prediction. Like
okay.
I see Madara having an internal conflict with Kaguya to try to restore his body back, but everybody realized, oh, we can't have Madara come back, so they used the ninja tools to seal Kaguya and Madara and throw him in the ocean by Jiraiya.
You're gonna check him out there. So that is a legitimate thing. Is Kaguya going to get sealed and Madara comes back? Because that's still a possibility. So
no,
yeah.
It could be, but I see it as they seal both of them at the same time.
Well, Madara's, especially alive, is too powerful, I guess, because that's going to get in the way of the battles. We'd have to. We're going to see, if it's Naruto versus Sasuke, which I haven't seen anything to say that isn't going to happen yet. So he would have to go, and then the Kages or the Itos, they just get dismissed, so they're out of the picture. So Naruto and Sasuke can get it on.
I was gonna add another prediction since you brought up Naruto and Sasuke. I still think Naruto and Sasuke gotta fight each other, but for the title of Hokage.
That should be beneath Sasuke.
Since Sasuke stated that he wants to be Hokage also.
Yeah, it's a very good possibility.
But he might have ulterior motives too. You never know what he's thinking.
Yeah, so both of them gotta have their final battle for the title of Hokage. Well, what is it, the 6th or the 7th?
I believe it's the 6th.
Well, does Danzo count, I guess?
Yeah, because Tsunade is the Go Daimon. The Go is 5, yeah. Naruto would be the 6th Hokage tomorrow.
Yeah, so they probably go to fight for the title of Hokage.
All right. Life in the boot. Anything Naruto wise?
Oh, you talking about for the next chapter?
I'm not going to have anything Naruto wise. Anything at all Naruto wise. This is wide open right now.
Hmm. I'll pass.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I think we're about done.
I wanted to say that
Yeah.
I don't think that Kakashi is going to get Obito's eyes because, Obito's eyes will probably most likely turn into ash, just like the rest of his body. But I mean, even if they wouldn't, like, Kakashi is not going to end up, cutting out his regular eyes and putting Sharingan eyes. And how can they even do that when they're in heavy gravity? So, I mean, Sakura is also who's going to make the transfer. It's not just going to gouge out Obito's eyes before Obito turns to ash and then plug them into his own eyes.
What?
Wait, hold on a second. Let me throw this out here. The problem that I have with it, although I'd love to see it, is that would put Kakashi back in some mode where he could get involved with the Naruto saga. It'd put him on a level where he would be, something again. And I think that's what Kishi doesn't want. He wants Kakashi where he is, so he's not going to be a deciding factor in the battle that's going to happen. I think that's what he wants. But anyway, go ahead. Everybody jump in.
What? You talking?
What you were saying is his eyes going to disintegrate along with his body, or you're saying that like when he pulls it out before he disintegrates, his eyes going to disintegrate as well?
I'm just saying that, like, they're pinned in gravity right now. Who's going to make a transfer to transfer Kakashi's eyes, number one. Number two is why Kakashi would remove his eyes. You would want to keep your eyes. The only reason why he got a Sharingan in the first place is because he lost his eye. And then number three, Obito, within the time that, they would either think or act or, try to fight off the gravity, Obito's eyes would probably turn to ash along with the rest of his body. So, I mean, and with two eyes, Kakashi can't handle that much chakra.
Yeah.
Well, he got Naruto to give him some dap, and that solves the chakra problem.
Yeah, but you remember that in part one, Kakashi always had to keep his Sharingan closed because it was draining chakra.
Yep.
If Naruto give him chakra, I think that'll solve it temporarily anyway, just for this fight.
We're talking about like for fighting wise and using it like on a daily basis. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I don't think, as the ninja history, I don't think it's going to be no more fights. Well, not in the Naruto and Sasuke era, because, come on, let's be serious. Who will attack the leaf right now? You got those two guys running around.
Oh, it'll probably take another 50 years before somebody attacks a leaf.
Who's going to be strong enough to take them on, dog? All right, let's just say Madara and Hashirama. Those are like the two strongest you can actually get to, if God bless you right. That's the strongest you could ever get. And just imagine how stronger Naruto and Sasuke is than those two guys was in their primes. As humans, anyway.
The way how you saying it, you making it sound like Sasuke is going back to the Leaf Village.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, the only thing I'm saying is only Naruto and Sasuke, they determine the future. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
If one of them dies, the will of the other ones goes on. It rules the world, basically.
Yeah, you have to realize.
Naruto...
Go ahead, man. Go.
Oh, Naruto wouldn't take over the world by force, don't get me wrong. But Sasuke, I don't know. But you can go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying you have to realize that Kishi loves his parallels. So the way that, Hashirama and Madara failed, Naruto and Sasuke will succeed. Like, he loves doing stuff like that.
Well, they killed off Hashirama, they killed him off, so we don't know what he could have did, but oh well.
Okay, so I want to say this. You said something about parallels, right? All right, with Madara and Hashirama, when they was building the Leaf Village, you know how they couldn't coexist. You think them two fighting for the title Hokage and it end up being a tie, and they both being Hokage, you think they're going to strengthen the Leaf Village?
That could definitely be a possibility. Definitely.
Well, what the Ninja World been through, I don't think it's gonna matter too much about the village. You know, just imagine going through this great ordeal that they went through.
I
Almost
would
all
like,
the ninjas dead right now. Well,
yeah, I would
majority.
like to see that as an ending. Like Sasuke and Naruto is fighting like to their full potential, and it becoming a tie. So they both become co-Hokages, and they like trying to finish off what Madara and Hashirama did with the Leaf Village to restore peace.
Yeah, I mean, because Sasuke, I think the entire reason Sasuke wants to be Hokage is because Hashirama told him that, you know, he wanted Madara to be Hokage to lead the village, and it never happened. So in Sasuke's mind, he's probably thinking, if Uchiha leads the village, then, like, everything's going to be made right. You know, like, we'll rewrite the past, you know, we'll fix the mistakes of history. That's what Sasuke's probably thinking. And plus, he wants to protect the village that Itachi died for. I'm sure that's also one of the reasons.
Madara could bring back the Uchiha because I'm pretty sure he wanted them dead instead of Obito if he wanted to do something. But I'm pretty sure they'll stay dead. But I'm just thinking out loud.
I mean, the Uchiha will be brought back, you know, through Sasuke by, you know, him mating with whoever he mates with.
What, like sisters and brothers gonna be going at it? Ew, I don't want to talk about that.
Well, we don't know how strong the Sharingan genes are. I mean, you could, you know, Sasuke could mate with somebody, and his children could mate with other children.
What are the
They all
chances?
get
It's getting
Sharingan.
diluted. Tell you the truth, it's getting
Yeah.
kind of diluted every time you do that. So we're not sure if they'll even have Sharingans. Maybe some of them. I don't know. You getting kind of iffy right there. That's like if
Yeah, well,
Naruto
you know
and
what?
Hinata.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that actually be better then, because then, you know, like, people will have the Uchiha name, but only rare individuals will get to unlock the Sharingan, and it'll
Well,
make it, like, special.
well, let me throw this in here. Remember, a lot of the bodies, what were taken by Obito, I guess he was put the bodies in cold storage, right? Remember, there were bodies that were not all the bodies were recovered, right?
Yeah, and he had a lot of eyes too.
You know, so I mean, is it possible that Obito, maybe his last act is to bring the bodies back or something to get, you know, resurrected or something by Sasuke or somebody? So, I mean, this isn't the first time anybody's heard about at least a portion of the Uchiha actually being resurrected as a definite possibility, right?
Yeah, I thought the whole time it was Danzo was harvesting them.
Well, if they get resurrected, then they'll get, you know, brought back, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know, whole.
That could
Right.
be an ending.
Yeah.
They get
So that,
brought back.
yeah. But then, of course, they would come back with their same attitudes. Everybody else has been, you know, the slow road to peace.
Well, I think
You know, it's like, we're going to take over this stuff. You know, we're going to be in charge of
But it
everything.
can't be a shotgun. It has to be a renegon in order for them to be back.
Well, yeah, but you got
yeah, you got
Hagoromo.
renegades.
You got all, we all got all kind of business going on. And what can, you know, yeah, it's possible Sasuke might be able to do it, or Hagoromo might, you know, do something, or what. I mean, who knows?
Well, if Madara ever get out of Kaguya, you know he probably do it. Since he's
So,
the cause of it, tell you the truth.
yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah. But then again, of course, what would they do? They would also come back and be like, hey, you, no.
Well, if Sasuke put him under Genjutsu, you know, tell him what happened during all this time, y'all should, you know, get that foolishness out your mind. I think they'll change their mind if they just saw that, you know, everything the world's been through since, you know, their passing. I think they'll stop it. Because they couldn't beat Naruto anyway, so what's the point? You're not gonna... His clone can beat the whole, you know, basically. I don't know. It can beat Osmos in the village. Just one clone.
You see what I have a problem with that? If the Uchiha clan gets revived back, then what happened with the Senju clan?
But they ain't never really died off, in my opinion. They just changed their names, you know. People get married, they have children. They probably just kept the other person's name, you know, throughout the years.
The Senju clan consists of Hashirama, Tobirama, and Tsunade until you.
Is her last name even Senju? I don't think it is.
Yeah, her name is.
I don't know. All we know is it's just the granddaughter.
All right, let me throw this update out here because DP Roberts is well, anyway, I really would. Oh, he already left, actually. But go ahead and read this anyhow. He says he's on. Well, anyway, he says he's on episode 61 of Hunter x Hunter, just to let everybody knows. Really awesome series. We too bad. Tugashi's a lazy bum. LOL. I'm gradually catching up, so I'll be in those hangouts one day. So awesome. Anyway, that was my Hunter x Hunter moment. So
Another convert.
another convert, yes.
I got a question about Naruto.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember back in the Pain arc when that one of the Pains summoned the animals, and the animals had Rinnegan eyes?
They were dead.
Yeah, but I wondered where he got Rinnegan eyes that were that big. Remember the giant bowl or whatever they were?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea why Kishimoto did that?
But it just substituted their eyes for the Rinnegan.
Yeah, but where did he get a Rinnegan that big, or is he able to copy his eyes over to theirs somehow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the other ones had Rinnegan.
Oh, Pain. Remember Pain? He was able, since he had the Rinnegan, he was able to, through what he controlled, to enable them with the Rinnegan for vision.
With the chakra rod.
Yes.
But the chakra rods are the reason why they had Rinnegan eyes?
No.
No.
It's just
No, the chakra rods are how he was controlling them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since basically they're sorry to step over, just like since basically they're just extensions of him. Evidently, they get the visual, at least the Rinnegan to the point to where you get the joint vision because they're all extensions of it. That's the way I understood. But go ahead.
The way I understand it is that the Rinnegan has 6 or 7 stats, I forget. But like he split up all his Rinnegan abilities into the different bodies. But he, as the main guy, still controls each one of those bodies with his regular Rinnegan. So it's not like they didn't really have a Rinnegan. It was like they had pieces of his Rinnegan. Like that was just like, like literally, if you were to take the eyes out of one of those bodies, they probably wouldn't be Rinnegan anymore because they were probably only Rinnegan eyes because of Pain's jutsu and Pain's like chakra being infused into them.
Okay.
I'll give you.
That makes sense. It works.
I'll give you a prime example. It's the same thing as when Madara changed the Rinnegan. I mean, not the Rinnegan, the Sharingan with the Nine-Tailed Fox.
You think that's the same thing?
You see how when the Nine-Tailed Fox had the Sharingan, and then all of a sudden it didn't?
Yeah.
It was more of like a copy of it.
Yeah, but he had the nine-tailed fox hunter again jutsu, right?
Right. But it was
Whereas with the Rinnegan, you need those sticks.
right.
Well,
it was a perfect symbol of showing that the Kyuubi was under his control by showing the Tomo with the Kyuubi eyes.
Yeah.
In the same way, you see that the summons that the summoning Pain uses, they have the Rinnegan eyes too as a way to tell that they're being controlled. I don't think the summons actually have, the shared sight of that. It's probably
Yeah.
marker that Nagato's chakra is in the rod that he's controlling.
Okay.
it's like
Yeah, for some reason, I just thought about that today, and I wondered how in the world they could have Rinnegan that big.
I like that. That does settle it. When they're controlled, especially I like the idea that their abilities, which they were separate. So they're just getting different pieces of it. So that works very well. Or even just the aspect of something that's being controlled. So all that seems to make sense. And the Life of the Boot, wrote in the note, I thought it was going to be short. It actually was short. I thought we got through the chapters pretty quick. It's our after discussion that's been kind of long.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good one. We still have to talk about the movie announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, yeah, go ahead.
No, so what do you guys think of the older Naruto? I mean, he looks pretty cool. Like, you think he's like 19, 20, something like that?
Wait, it came out already, or it was like a trailer?
It's coming out, the 6th of December?
Yeah, it's called Naruto The Last. The movie is called The Last. Naruto the movie. Yeah. The title is, in quotations, The Last, then Naruto the movie. And Naruto is older in this, like almost. I don't know if he's like an adult in his early 20s or if he's close to his 20s, but he looks really cool. Uh, I wonder what the movie's gonna be about. I'm excited for it.
Was it a trailer that you saw?
No, it's just like a scan, yeah, a picture, with like a drawing and like some like
Oh, I gotta see it. I want to check that out.
it's
It was
in
at the beginning of this manga, or wasn't
yeah
it?
yeah. Just look at Manga Stream's chapter. And you'll see in the beginning. You'll see the sketch there. Um,
Page
like
3, right?
But like, wouldn't it be awesome if it was a continuation of the manga? Because Kishimoto is actually writing it and supervising everything, so it's practically canon.
So that would mean that there is a time skip, or it may be a time skip.
I'm saying instead of finishing it in the manga, maybe he'll finish it with the movie.
Yeah,
So,
I always figured that it would be like OVAs showing the future. Well, I ain't guessed this movie, but I always thought it would be OVAs in the future. If Naruto,
If that's the case, then the movie should be about Sasuke and Naruto fighting, since it will be a long battle, and you know how movies be like an hour, 2 hours long. It should be they're fighting and they're older as a time skip,
yeah, and
and
we get to
and the
see like who's like we should see like Shikamaru and Tamari married and the thing, and we should see like how everybody else is matured and who Sakura ends up with and all that stuff. Like everything should be resolved in that movie. It's going to be canon.
yeah. Do
That would
y'all
be
guys
awesome.
really want to see Naruto and Sasuke fight though?
Oh yeah, I mean,
they said they're gonna
Power,
fight,
man.
so we should see if they fight or not.
I think the big question is, are they going to lose the Hagoromo's powers and end up back being sort of normal?
Yeah, that'd be. I want to see it then. But if they still got the Sage of Six Powers power, just imagine the destruction they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think they will have Hagoromo's power, but Naruto will probably have all the Jujutsu.
Yeah,
Which is a lot
well, it's
better.
gonna be a problem then. Sasuke has no chance after that, so it ain't gonna work. Well, they gotta stick
So
with the Sage of
what?
Six Powers.
It's going to be Naruto with his Sage Mode and Nine Tail Beast versus Sasuke and his Renegon Sharingan and his Perfect Susanoo.
Yeah, probably.
He'll still get beat up. Sasuke.
Although I bet Sasuke wouldn't have his ability that teleports, because I don't think he'd have. I don't think he would have the Rinnegan Sharingan Eye. He would just have his Mangekyo Sharingan that controls,
And my,
and all that stuff.
and mind you, since they're older, they're probably going to learn more new jutsus too
Yeah,
and perfect their own jutsus as well.
But they gonna wait 10 years to fight? I don't. That just shows that they shouldn't fight. If you ask me. If you're gonna wait that long.
Well, you saw Hashirama and Madara. It took him a while when he left the village. It
Well,
was a while before he came back to fight Hashirama. So
well,
imagine Sasuke and Naruto.
Madara knew he wasn't strong enough to fight him. That's why he had to get, Karma. He had to
But he
get him
fought
under
him.
control. Yeah, because Madara would have got whoops. He knew it. He had to get, the Nine Tails. It wouldn't have been a fight. A fight.
Wait, this is a question for everybody. When Madara left the village and came back to fight Hashirama, where did he get the nine-tailed fox from?
I think it just was roaming around. Tell you the truth.
Just roaming around.
No, unless the first Hokage already captured, since he already captured all the tail beasts. I don't know when he had meeting with the cakes, since he gave them tail beasts.
yeah. The
It
first
depends when that
Hokage.
happened. No, they had to happen after that.
Nine-tailed fox. You see.
Yeah, I think the first just had them roaming around.
Wasn't it stated in the manga that he somehow stole the nine-tailed fox from Hashirama's wife?
No, she put it in her after that.
Okay.
During that fight.
Yeah, I can't really remember back that far.
Yeah, maybe not, to be honest. I don't think Kishi screwed up on that though. I think he made that pretty clear. What happened. Yeah, but Hashirama ends up giving the Biju to all the different villages, and then somehow Madara came in contact with Kyuubi. So I'm pretty sure Hashirama kept the Kyuubi for himself. I think Madara might have just like broke the seal on the Kyuubi to control him. Something confusing.
Oh, because the way how they used it, it looked like he used it like what you call what you call that when you have a contract with an animal?
No, he forced it. He had a Sharingan, right? If you
Yeah, of course.
It was under his control. That's why the village kind of hated Uchiha's, especially Danzo, since they could control the Nine Tails and Bijus in general. That's why they.
But anyway, about the movie, does anybody else have anything else to say about the movie? What you think might happen? Do you think it will be a continuation of the manga, or that
I don't.
its own original story?
Is y'all guys looking at that page? Cause seeing Naruto's, avatar, I don't like what I'm seeing. The way he dressed. If he's gonna be dressed like that.
Got a hoodie?
Do y'all? Yeah. Looking tight.
Looking tight.
I mean, it's tight on. It's well fitted, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he like capris, I guess. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh,
Probably he's with Sasuke. That's my only explanation.
Well, I would
worry
think
about.
if it was going to be the last movie of Naruto, that he'd be much older than that. I don't know.
No, everything should be settled by then.
Yeah.
You should have a good idea of where the village is going. What you want to see him like he's 40?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't look like he's Hokage. He looks like
Yeah, they probably just dropped it and just have everybody.
Well, no, I mean it could be who ends up becoming Hokage. But it's written by Kishimoto, so it's got to be something good. It's got to be something important to the manga. I feel otherwise it wouldn't be a major announcement. So, I'm excited to see progression. I love progression of characters, how they evolve from when they were younger to adults, and how their lives change, and all things like that. Like just seeing Sasuke as part of Konoha again would be a treat, because you don't know how he's fitting in after all the shit that he went through, the darkness, and becoming a fugitive and all that stuff.
Yeah, that brings up the question. They probably have kids, wives. I'm pretty sure they probably be married by then.
Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, and it says the first entry in the start of a new era project. You think that he's going to continue on when they're adults?
Uh,
I don't know. That would be cool if he did, but I got
Like a what you call it, a spinoff?
it's never gonna live up to the, Naruto's name to me.
I want to say something. I think I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but I would not be shocked if in like another 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, all of a sudden we get Naruto Part 3. It wouldn't be totally. There's a lot of characters there. There's a lot could happen, and especially if the next project doesn't pan out as well as Naruto, right?
Please let it be a new writer. Hope it's Tashi.
Is it gonna be fighting though? Cause I can't see, anybody fighting Naruto or Sasuke. In terms fighting the village anyway, at least Konoha. That's why I said it's not gonna live up to it. If y'all talking about fighting now, if y'all talking about story, that's a whole different question.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. There's a lot of options. I mean, maybe even Naruto and Sasuke will have been dead by then.
Well, yeah, I go with that. Yeah,
generation of people. Because the world is huge, right? This world that Kishimoto has created is just enormous with all those clans and everything else.
Yeah.
So,
Naruto's world, you talking about Kaguya's?
Naruto's world. Well, okay, Kaguya's world. If you want to, we don't want to anger Mother, do we? I mean, it's her world. So.
Kaguya's an alien. It's not her world.
Well, Black Zetsu thinks
she's a chimera.
It's all hers. Yeah. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see if we can wrap this up in about 5 minutes. Great discussion. I really. I mean, look. Sometimes there's just a lot more toothpaste left in the tube. In this episode, there was a lot more to get out. It just was there. Was there anything more about the movie? It was the last thing we got brought up? Was there anything more about the movie, or we passed that, or?
Well, I got a prediction. I
Yes.
think that at the end of this manga, they're gonna do something similar to what GT did. Dragon Ball GT,
Ah, you're ruining
where
the
they
series.
erect a statue for it could either be just Naruto for saving the world, or Naruto and Sasuke, or somebody really important that they make a statue for them, and that could be the end of the series. As in, like, peace is after what they did.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
Sure.
Anybody else got anything in the next 4 minutes or so?
Have you seen Naruto's kids fighting? By the statue?
Huh? Yeah.
But do you think that'll be in the movie, or do you think that'll be like after the movie, like in a new manga?
Well, the core question I have about the movie is you're saying that Kishimoto is more heavily involved in it, because
Yeah.
most of the movies have been just total non-canon. They've just been fan service stuff. So, but then again, filler is usually filler, and we saw filler that was actually filling in blanks for actual things that happened to help explain. So, I mean, I guess that movie is going to be more like that. There's going to be more actual substance to it than normally there are in the movie. So that makes it pretty interesting. It actually be something people would kind of need to see.
Yeah, from what I understand, he's going to be like the head writer. He's going to, handle all the character designs, and it's pretty much going to be like a movie with the author completely behind it, completely involved with it. So it should completely be canon in my mind.
All right, that sounds good. Anything like the next 3 minutes or so? If somebody want to throw out anything? It's been a really good week, you guys. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought this was going to be short. Like Nibby over put in chat. I thought it was going to be short, but then we started getting into the future a lot more this time and everything with repercussions. Some of these things, of course, so it just expanded out. So that's great, though. It's a lot more interesting to participate.
Honestly, who expected Sasuke to get back so quick? I thought Kishimoto was going to really drag it out. A few weeks. Probably even a few months before Sasuke get back. That's what I was expecting, but
He must really be trying to wrap up the series.
yeah, Naruto probably end quicker than I thought it was. I could see it by the end of this year, since I don't expect those three monsters to be fighting too long.
Yeah, it does feel like we're about to wrap the Kaguya thing up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch the old video. Wasn't we thinking about, 2016? Then make that prediction. There's no way that's gonna happen now, unless he really filler it out.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Hopefully he gets it August. We get Kaguya done. August.
Yeah. Originally, I said that the manga would end around September, so I'm still kind of sticking to that. Maybe a little later than that, but not too.
I'll say October.
Well, I think I said July, so you guys better hope I'm not right, because we got one. That means we got one more episode. Surprise! We're done. Here's your statue. Later, guys. I'm on to my next project. So.
But you don't want this money, Kishimoto?
Oh yeah. See, that's another reason why sequels. I just have a feeling the money in a few years is going to be there. Hey, Kishimoto, if you bring Naruto back, we can get a lot of money. So. Definitely.
Well, sometimes they're not wrong. I mean, look at Akira Toriyama. He wanted to end Dragon Ball Z after the Frieza saga. And look at all the money he made on Dragon Ball Z by extending it, because his editors told him to keep it going.
They just kept pushing him to extend it.
And now, there's still Dragon Ball Z movies being made. There's, 3 different box sets of Dragon Ball Z, across the world. Like, the manga is still one of the highest selling mangas. Like, it's crazy how much money he must make from
That probably would be the best way. Actually, that probably would be the best way, is not just to bring back the series, but to bring back to make a movie or two, just to test the waters. see how, the popularity of it, and then that could probably bring the series back. But we're definitely going in there. Well, anyway, we're gonna have a lot more. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because we've definitely covered a lot of stuff. And you guys are awesome. Like I say, we turned what should have been a pretty good week for Naruto into a great hangout. I want to thank you all again.
Yeah,
all
it was
right.
great discussion. A lot of fun.
All right, here we go. Until next time, take care.